Indiana's voter turnout is typically among the lowest in the country, yet you can always count on certain folks to vote every single election. What can the Harris and Trump campaigns do to boost engagement and turnout ahead of the 2024 election?
Yeah, they could come. They could put some effort in. What we've seen, Indiana is actually declining too. It's not just that we're lowest, it's that we've been going down, and that's unfortunate. So at the presidential election, there's zero investment and hasn't been since 2008 in Indiana, and that's really unfortunate, I think, and it's a product of kind of perverse incentives that the Electoral College provides candidates to just focus on literally a state, next door that is very like Fort Wayne in so many ways and like our general area. But that's, I think there is energy. Polarization, like it or not, does bring a certain level of voter turnout. We saw that in 2020. And the fact that Indiana isn't really a showdown state probably is indicative of why we have a little bit of a lower voter turnout. And then statewide elections haven't been as competitive in recent cycles either, which also then adds to less of a kind of turnout effect that you would get as things get closer. There are voters, as you noted, that do turn out. And these are voters tending to be in tight communities, typically rural areas that really rely more on civic duty. And there's a sense of socialization of that. But what we see in suburban and larger cities is competition really ends up driving the impetus to vote for people. And that obviously has been a little bit down, given presidential elections don't really end up being pursued much to be competitive. And then the statewide have been a little bit less competitive in recent cycles.